Hi, this is Cara, and I'm here with the August 10 Cards 1 kit from the Love from Lizi August card kit. And I apologize that this is out later than I would like. It has been a crazy back to school season. So here we are with card number 1, and I was using the large stamp that says "Let's Celebrate" from the kit and the embossing powder. And I left this part in because it's one of my favorite things to watch, is the changing of the embossing powder. Isn't that cool? I could watch that all day. I love, and look how bright and shiny it is. So pretty. So I'm going to cut this out, and then this is going to be my focal point on my card. And then I'm using this polka dot paper. I think this is my favorite, one of my favorite sheets of paper in this kit, and I just love how the polka dots look like they're falling. So I took a piece, and then I'm going to add the "Let's Celebrate" on top, and then I wanted to use some peel offs to kind of break up the silver and white. I'm trying to get them on straight. Took me a little bit of fussing, you'll see. And then I trim that off. And then I use this horrible foam tape. That makes my scissors all sticky. Just not a fan. So anyway, I use the foam tape to prop it up. And then I'm going to put that in the center of the card. And then I add that to my card front. And there we are. Oh, yep. And then on the inside, I added a couple strips of the peel offs to add some interest to the center of the card. Trim it off. And there's card number 1. Card number 2, I'm using some gold foil polka dots and some cutouts from the other cutout sheet. And then I use some different foam tape. And I'm going to prop up the strip that's going to go in the middle. Sorry for the glare. The die cuts were super, super shiny. I'm going to put this over to the left. And then I add the circle die cut that says "With Love." And then I thought, I need to kind of break up all of this gold and white. So I added a black ribbon, and the ribbon came in the August kit as well. And I'm going to add that to the top of the tag. And that is card number 2. Card number 3, I took a piece of this pink cardstock from my stash to kind of break up the white and the silver. And I'm going to add that as a rectangle on the white card base. And then a piece of scrap paper that maybe I just trimmed this off of the sheet. And then one of the die cuts, made a banner. I'm going to pop that up. And then I'm using one of the metal stars that was in the embellishment pack. And I'm going to hang it so it looks kind of like a dangly banner. And I wish I would have done this part before I attached it to the card base, but I didn't. And it looks okay in the end. I just didn't like fiddling with all the paper because I didn't want it to mess up the look of the card. On the inside of the card, I add a couple of the small stars from the stamp set. And that completes that card. Card number 4, I'm using some more of that pink and some black, and I'm layering up the different colors. And I'm using one of the tags from the punch out or die cut sheet. I'm going to add some foam to the back of that. And then I realized I did not like how the pink looks because I didn't cut that polka dot paper straight. So I'm adding some velvet ribbon to the right. So to kind of mask my little mess up. Get everything nice and straight. Get all the sticky stuff off. And then I add this to my card. And then I decided to add some more ribbon on the inside of the card. And there we go. All right, next card, I'm using some of the gold paper and then the gold bow, gold and white. Trim that down, and then I'm going to use a brad from my stash to connect the bow together. All right, and then add the bow to the front, and it looks kind of like a present. And then using the stamp set, I stamped the sentiment, "You are a star." And that's that card. All right, next card, card number 6. I'm using some more vellum, the geometric vellum. And a couple of the cut aparts. I'm going to make a banner. I'm going to prop it up. Pop it up, I mean. And then on this one I add the sentiment, "You are a star." And to match the diamonds on the front of the card, I'm using the small diamond stamp that's included in the set. And there we go. All right, card 7. I'm using the circle and my embossing powder again. Not embossing powder, the Versamark embossing stamp. And I was hoping to make a background. You'll see though that my embossing or my stamping didn't quite work out. So after I emboss it, you'll see. See right there on the bottom, it didn't stamp very well. So I heat embossed this, and then I decided, all right, I need a plan B, and my plan B was to fussy cut all of these out. So I'm going to cut out the different circles. And then I have that piece of vellum, and I'm deciding now where would I like to put these on the vellum. And then I decided, oh, maybe the strip will kind of break it up and make it pop a little bit more. And so then I stamp the sentiment on the black strip. It says, "You are a star." Add the background, and I'm going to put that strip in the middle. And I'm going to add the circles around. That one was being tricky. I just wanted the embossed part. And then I decide, all right, I really want to make this look a little more finished. So I added some peel-offs. And trim that off. Add the last piece, and then there's that card. All right, and there's that card. All right, this card, number 8, I'm using the stencil and some spray that I have in my stash. I really, really like using a sticky stencil. I think it just makes stenciling so much easier. So I'm going to spray some of the pink onto the card, and then I'm going to dab up some of the excess just because I didn't want my color to run when I took the stencil off. And then I'm going to dry it just for a second. And then I'm going to carefully peel the stencil off, which is also the best part because then you can see how it looks. And I think it turned out really well. So this is going to be the background of my card. And then I decide, oh, I'm going to make a shaker card. So I die cut out the circle, and then I also die cut out a circle with acetate. And I'm attaching the acetate to the circle. And then I'm going to double up on the tape. And I'm going to get that to go around. Well, maybe this one I didn't double up. That's right. And then I decide, all right, I need to glue my panel on, and then I'm going to build the shaker element. I add the top, make sure all the bits stay inside, and then I die cut out another circle to go kind of as my frame, and then I'm using one of the die cuts and the bow. I think this is one of my favorite cards. I'm going to add the bow to the corner. And there we go. All right, card number 9. I was on a shaker roll. So with this card, I took some tape, the foam tape, and I'm going to double it up. And I'm going to use that to form my well for the sequins. And this definitely took some fiddling. And then I'm going to go all the way around the outside of the rectangle, or the edge. There's the word, the edge of the rectangle. And there, I added the frame on the top, and underneath I have the foam. And here I'm going to glue on the Celebrate ribbon that I cut apart onto the card. And then I'm going to add the sequins. And then I'm going to attach this to the back. And there's my shaker. Make sure everything's nice and secure so no sequence comes out. I added one of the die cuts from the kit, the gift, to the corner, and then I'm going to add some, then I attach it to my card front, and then I'm also going to add some Nuvo drops. For card number 10, I'm using a scrap piece of black paper and that geometric pattern and some more banners. I'm going to use some peel-offs on either side of the black paper. And then I'm going to put the pattern paper on top and use the banner. I'm also using the happy birthday ribbon at the bottom of the card. And then I attached the card front to the card base, and that was card 10. Here's what I have left over. I have some full sheets of paper and vellum, some of the die cuts, quite a few die cuts, the sticker sheet, ribbon, stencil. Didn't use any of the mirrors. Here's the peel-offs, my stamps, embossing powder, Nuvo drops, ribbon, and here are my cards. I will also have some still shots at the end, and I thank you so much for watching, and have a great, wonderfully crafty day. Bye-bye.